Now that we're done debulking the sides, we could then move on to our gold FX and create our first guideline. You want to make this guideline at a curved shape so that the burst taper could burst. Using a curved shape is also giving contour to your taper. Now that we're done budding them out, we go then move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You want to make this guideline around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. We're also going to create our third guideline with the 1 guard all the way open right above the no guard all the way open. To erase our initial guideline completely, we're going to use our lever midway and all the way closed, and we're going to attack it as much as possible while flicking out. Here I'm using the 2 guard all the way open to create my fourth guideline, and I'm also getting ready for the 1.5 guard using the lever. Now we're moving on to our 1.5 guard, and we're going to use the corners and its lever to erase the line completely and connect the taper. Here I'm detailing as much as possible with my half guard, and I'm making sure I use the corners of the blade. Moving on to the beard, we're going to go with the grain with the 3 guard all the way closed, and we're going to keep the beard as thick as possible. Now I'm going with the grain with the 1.5 guard all the way open near the chin area, and I'm also just debulking and flicking out as much as possible. Now that we're done debulking, we can then move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline on the sidebird, we could then move on to our 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Now that we're done detailing the beard, we could then move on to our gold FX and move on to the back neckline. I always start off at the bottom where I work my way to the top arch using the corners of the blade, especially when I'm doing the neck airline and the C-cup area. Make sure not to press too hard near the ear area and the bottom of the neck area, because those are a little bit sensitive. Going back to the beard, we're going to start off at the middle and work our way to the sides using our Gorda FX. Before we line him up, we're going to prep the hairline with a little bit of hairspray by combing everything into place and making sure nothing moves. Now that we're done prepping the hairline, we can use our Gorda FX to start off at the middle and work our way to the sides. We also want to make sure to keep his hairline as natural as possible and not keeping the corners too deep. You also want to make sure you go slow enough that the hair feeds into the teeth of the trimmer, because if not, then the hair is going to shift and then you won't line them up properly. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys want to show some extra support, go ahead and leave a follow on the Instagram down below. Now that we're done lining them up, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blades and make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some shave gel so that the blade can glide better. When you're using the blade, you want to stretch the skin as much as possible and keep the razor at a 45-degree angle for the most part. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone.